Hello everyone, I'm Chuck Gordner from Moneyman4438, and today I'm going to give you a brief tour of my all-in-one trading journal version 9 1.6. This is the dashboard. On the dashboard you're able to enter in the start date and the end date so that you can pull from the back testing statistics and create graphs to show you where you're at. If you put a date in that has any other year than the current year, you must type out the entire date. You can see that from that, the graphs have changed. However, if I place a date in the current year, I would only have to select the day, or excuse me, the month, the day, and hit enter. This will all change your graphs so that you can see how you're doing. It will also give you your statistics here in this block of information. The next page in this journal is my trading journal itself. I've labeled mine Ameritrade because that's where I do all of my trading. This is the actual trading journal where I place all of my trades to capture its history. Each column has a description that lets you know what it's for, and so on. You can see that I started journaling my trades on 9/13 of 2005, and that it creates a crosshair no matter where I place the cursor in the journal, so that you're readily able to see where you're at. I continue to journal my trades through a trade entry form. If you double click anywhere on the journal itself, it brings up the trade entry form. You click reset, add in your criteria such as your date, the entry signal, the time frame that you entered, what the stock name was, whether you were going long or short, how many shares did you buy, what was the entry price, did you pay a purchase fee. When you're all done, you would click new, it'll add it to the bottom of the table. Also, if you have a trade that is not completed yet, as it suggests here, there is no exit date. If you double click there, you're able to go in and place the exit date, whether you got stopped out, and if so, what the price was, or if you reached your target price, you'd place that in here. Tell it whether or not it was a completed trade and what exit management you were using, and did you follow your plan. Then you would click update. In this case, we're not going to update it, so we're just going to close this out. You can see that this trading journal gives you a wide variety of information. It also lets you place any comments you might have had for that particular trade, and it allows you to have a photo here so that when you double click on the actual trade, you'll get a picture of the initial trade that you can blow up to compare it against the chart of the trade when you were either stopped out or achieved your target price. Once you're done comparing, you just click it again. It'll drop down to the trade entry form, and then you can close it. The next sheet in this journal is my bottom of the barrel, which for you would be called penny stock. This journal also has descriptions at the top of the columns, the same as my trading journal for stocks. You can see that this is green. The trade entry form is then also in green. Each entry form is color-coded to the journal itself. In this journal, it's pretty scaled back. It only gives you the criteria you need based on getting in and getting out. It still all offers you a lot of good information to go onto your back testing page for penny stocks. The next journal in this trading journal is a simulator. This journal also has descriptions at the top of every column so that you know what they're used for. It is also color coded, and this color is purple, so that when you double click in the actual journal anywhere, it brings up a purple trade entry form so that you know you're placing your trades in the simulator. You would enter any information in here that you needed for the trade, the same as you did for your actual trades, and then close, add new, and then close the form. This journal is where you play around with fake money until you learn how to do some stock trading. The next sheet in this journal is a risk-reward calculator. There are descriptions along the side of this risk-reward calculator that lets you know what each of these stand for. You use the risk-reward calculator by placing your entry price, your stop loss price, and the amount of money you're willing to risk. In this case, I risk $10 on each trade until I become proficient, and then I would raise it up to $25, and then $50, and then $100. In this manner, you're not losing out on the amount of money you have in your portfolio. You place that amount of money in here and any fees associated with it. It calculates out how much you could risk. In this case, I could be risking $17.50, but I only risk $10. Once you've placed in your entry price and your stop loss and the amount of money you're willing to risk, it will calculate out the amount of shares that you can purchase. If you calculate the risk reward by clicking this button, it will tell you then when to get out at 1 R, 1.5 R, 2, 2.5 R, or 3. Don't forget to put the stock name in, because when you do that, you're going to be clicking Save Long. That clears the form, but what it also does is put down here at the bottom this new trade you just put the statistics in you're willing to trade it for, and then you can come up to the filter part of the stock symbol, select all, and you'd be able to come down and pick the stock that you just ran and have only that stock show up. If you want to look for other stocks in this table, you would just unselect the stock you already checked, click on another stock, and it will give you the statistics of that stock and when you researched the stock itself for a trade. You can place all the stock back in the table just by clicking Select All and hitting OK. And so these are all of the stocks that I've done homework on to determine whether I was going to purchase it or not. You'll notice that long stocks are color-coded green, short stocks are color-coded red. The next sheet in my all-in-one trading journal is an intrinsic value calculator. The analysis date for this intrinsic value calculator is calculated based on today's date. So that if I was going to work out the intrinsic value of a stock today, it would place in today's date, 1/29/2023. You would place in the name of the stock symbol, its operating cash flow, short-term debt, long-term debt, cash and short-term investments, what its expected growth rate is for the next 5 years, and how many outstanding shares it has. as is stated at the top where it says key the most current values in the white boxes. Everything else is calculated out for you. You would put in the discount rate based on the beta, which is found in a number of different places, all of which can be seen by watching the video that comes up right here. Then you would place in its current price and whatever this beta calculates out to as the discount rate. Then you would come over here and select the discount rate. Further to the right, you're able to determine how many millions billion ends up being. Or you can select the currency you actually work with. I work with USD. The graph is currently empty because we have no statistics in the actual intrinsic value part of the calculator. So if we tell it it's Tesla, and that's TSLA, and down here I have Tesla's information, so we're going to plug it in, 16301, and then it's millions, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Short-term debt, 18830, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Long-term debt, 14180, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cash and short-term investments is 21107, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Expected growth rate is 34.82. And the outstanding shares, 3150. 3150. The discount rate was 9, so we plug in 9 here, which means the beta was more than 1.6. The current cost was, at the time, $124. And that then gives you all of the information you need to determine if Tesla is a good buy or not. Its value, its intrinsic value is 95.13, and if it's selling above that, then you're actually paying more for it than it's actually worth. If you add an additional 25% and you want to say that its value is $118.91, then anything over $118.91 is too much for that stock. You want to get a good deal on it, and a good deal would be if it was below the actual intrinsic value. You can now see that the graphs have worked their way out and let you determine how this stock is actually doing. When you're all done, you would click Save. Save is going to allow it to come down here at the bottom in the table. Again, if you go to the stock in this intrinsic value calculator, you uncheck all and click Tesla, then you can see the different values on the different days. In this case, we've got the same values because we used them for the purpose of this demonstration. The next page in this trading journal is a sheet called the backtesting sheet for the trading journal. In the backtesting sheet, you're going to select a start date for your backtesting. In this case, we're going to go back to September 1st of 2019. You can see that it's pulled in all of the information from all of my trades ever made from September 19th to January 29th of 2023. What this allows you to do is to see what time of the day you've made your most money based on your entry time. In this case, it was between 9:30 and 9:49. Where did I lose the most money on entry time was between 4 in the morning and 9:29. Entry signals, where did I make my most money based on these entry signals? And as we can see, I made the most money on buy setups. I lost the most money right here on the pre-market low. All of this allows you to determine and work out your trading strategy. What's the best time of the day? What's your best buy signal? What time frame gave you the most money? What day of the week did you earn the most money on? In this case, I earned the most money on a Wednesday. I lost the most money on a Friday. All of this information is where your dashboard gets the data from in order to be able to populate the graphs. In a different sheet that has the exact same statistics but is hidden, so that you can select the date for the dashboard and it will not affect the date that you have on your actual backtesting report. I also have a backtesting report in here for the penny stocks. The next sheet in this trading journal is a monthly analysis sheet. The monthly analysis sheet allows you to select by year the stocks that you've traded and tell you how that you did. This is the only place here that you will be able to change information. Everything else is already calculated out for you. The next sheet in this trading journal is my range report. In the range report, you will select the date that you wish to do the report for. Again, you must type out the entire date. And then you would click here to update the report. Now you have all of the stocks that were entered into the trading journal between September 1st of 2019 and the 31st of January in 2023. And here you can then see how everything worked out for you. These are unfinished trades. They're trades that are still in progress. Again, all the statistics are here at the top for you. You'll notice that when I put the date in here, that these statistics change. You can see your statistics right here immediately. But if you want to actually see the stocks that took place, you need to update the report. The next sheet in this trading journal is the win-loss comparison sheet. Again, you put in your start date. It changes your statistics based on the stocks it's looking at, and again, in order to see the actual stocks, you must click here to update the report. All of this data is what gives you the statistics at the top. You're able to select what your exit management strategy was, and this only works on all or nothing strategies. So I use 2R, all or nothing. What this tells me is that my risk was $12.50. The trading plan would have earned me $25. The difference is $20.70 because I didn't follow my trading plan. All of these statistics are here. Also in this journal, I've got a pattern sheet and a checklist and rules sheet. This sheet has multiple patterns for you to look at to help you learn how to trade. The next sheet is your checklist and rules sheet. Here you've got lots of rules for different types of actual setups and what you should be doing. The next sheet in the trading journal is your withdrawal sheet. With the withdrawal sheet, you can come here and you can see when you took money out. In this case, I took out $27,990 in April of 2014. I have not taken out any more money at this point, all of which would be showing up here in the yellow by the month. This goes on until the year 2047. By that time, I'll probably be dead, and somebody else would have to figure out how to do withdrawal tables going forward. I'll try to keep that updated the older I get, so I can push it farther and farther out. Also, in this trading journal, you have a workspace. Workspace is basically just to come in here and do calculations that you'd like to have. This is an unlocked screen. The next sheet in this journal is a TTM Wave cheat sheet. This is a cheat sheet for the TTM Wave, which is one of the indicators used in Ameritrade. That's basically it for my all-in-one trading journal. Version 9 1.6. I've actively been working on this journal since September of 2019. It can be downloaded from any YouTube channel that talks about the trading journal. You'll get the current version. I've got the link to my Google Drive in there for my current version. However, the journal that you download is going to be a trial version, and the trial version is good for 45 days. At the end of the 45 days, the journal will lock itself up based on answers you provide to the questions at the end of the journal and whether or not you want to purchase it. If you want to purchase it, it's $97.98 plus fees using PayPal. This all-in-one trading journal can also be downloaded from my Facebook group, Moneyman4438 Marketing, Trading to Gain Financial Freedom. It can be found in the Files section by clicking on the all-in-one trading journal, clicking See More, and then downloading it using the link to my Google Drive. I'll be updating this link when I'm through with this video after I've put it up on YouTube. If you like what you see here, I have other playlists in my YouTube channel for Moneyman4438. Just click subscribe and like at the end of this video, and you can gain access to all of the different playlists I've created for a person to be able to do online marketing. This has been a brief tour of my all-in-one trading journal, and we hope to see you on the Money Train.